Hey guys, and welcome back to today's video. Today I am super excited because we are going to be doing our very last how-to video today, and this is all about the advanced tips in Animal Crossing. Smart selling. While there are limits on the items you can sell early on in the game, over time some money-making activities are more worth your time than others. Tarantulas. Rare fish may fetch high prices, but tarantulas spawn fairly often at night. When you see one, drop everything to catch it. Each one sells for 8,000 bells. Money trees. When you find a glowing spot on the ground and dig it up, you will be given a nice chunk of bells. Basically, if you bury bells in the glowing hole, a tree will sprout. Over time, it will grow into a money tree, which will grow bags of bells like fruit that you can harvest, but only once. The number of bells that you bury will affect the money tree's harvest. For example, if you bury 1,000 bells, you'll be treated to a harvest of 3,000 bells. Money is generally tripled up to 10,000 bells, so it is worth making the investment. However, if you bury more than that, you are not guaranteed a triple. To do this, simply stand next to the glowing hole and highlight the bells in your inventory. If you press A while on it, you are given the option to transfer bells into your inventory. Pick 10,000, then press A on the bag of bells in your inventory while your shovel is equipped, and then select Bury in the Ground. Exotic fruits from other islands. While the fruit on your island does sell for a pretty high price, exotic fruits sell for even more. When you are traveling to a friend's island, make sure to collect not only fruit from these places, but fruit trees as well. A tree can be uprooted using a shovel if you first eat fruit to supercharge your energy. You can then plant these trees on your own island and have a renewable source of high-value fruit to sell. Fossils. Once you've consistently donated fossils to the museum for a while, Blathers will more frequently inform you that an assessed fossil is already part of the collection. These fossils fetch a good price at the Nook's Cranny, so make sure that you search and dig up the 4 fossils that spawn every day on your island. The stock market. Get into the habit of purchasing as many turnips as you can afford on Sundays. Then check back in at the Nook's Cranny frequently over the next week for the going turnip rates. Much like the real-life stock market, even a profit of 10 bells per turnip is impressive. When you've invested 10,000 bells, just remember that you can't keep turnips in storage and make sure that you sell them before they spoil, which takes about a week after you buy them. The money rock. Every day, one of the rocks in your island will be designated a money rock, and instead of minerals, it will produce bells. Hot items. Once the Nook's Cranny is upgraded to its own store, each day it will post a hot item, which is something you can sell for approximately double the regular price. It's often something you can easily craft on a DIY workbench. Load up on Mystery Island tours. For the cost of 2,000 Nook miles, you can visit a random island. Make sure that your inventory space is upgraded to the maximum. Then put everything but your tools in storage and go load up. By taking advantage of this island's rocks, fruit, shells, and other resources, you can easily make a lot of money. Time traveling. Now for the dark magic of Animal Crossing. Once again, fair warning that using this technique will destroy a lot of the enjoyment that the game provides. It is possible to time travel by changing the date and time on your Nintendo Switch. Since the game relies on the system clock to operate its time gating system, this will affect your island in several ways. There are a few ways this shady technique can be advantages. It generates a lot of bells and resources. You're able to relive missed time-locked events, and you're able to jump ahead to specific seasons to catch fish and bugs. However, there are a few downsides to time traveling, including your island may become overgrown with weeds, your villagers may move out, and your cockroaches may infest your home. That being said, none of these consequences are devastating. Cockroaches are easily stomped out, weeds can be pulled, and new villagers can once again be found. The real risk is ruining your enjoyment of the game by making things too easy. Now we're going to talk about how to time travel. Navigate to the system settings on your console, select System, select Date and Time, disable the feature's Synchronize Clock via Internet, select the new time zone, date, and time you like to play in. Animal Crossing New Horizons has an autosave feature, so once you play for a few minutes after time traveling, you won't be able to reload an old saved game to take back what you've done. Keeping on the theme of time traveling, we're going to talk about earning bells through time traveling. The easiest way to rack up your bells with time travel is to travel forward through time with money in your savings account at the ABM. Saving accounts rack up interest rates over time, so jumping a couple of years in the future will max out the interest at 99,000 bells. Now we're going to talk about the stock market. This requires visiting a friend's island. Simply ask them to let you know when their island is selling turnips at high prices. As mentioned earlier, anything over 200 bells is pretty good, but this strategy works best when the prices are a bit higher, between 300 and 400 bells. Simply change your system clock to Sunday between 5 a.m. and noon and buy as many turnips from Daisy May as you can afford. Then visit your friend's island and sell the turnips. Depending on the size of your inventory and turnip prices, you can make as much as 2 million bells in one trip. Once your turnips are sold, return your system clock to its proper date and enjoy your profit. This strategy is a little bit safer than the savings account strategy because it only involves changing the date and time by less than 7 days to get closest to Sunday. Log into the NOOK stop. You can earn NOOK miles every day just by using the machine in Tom Nook's shop. The bonus starts at 50, but you will get a string of consecutive login days going. You will eventually earn 300 NOOK miles just for logging in. Dig up new fossils. While you tour on your island, watch out for patches of ground that appear to have a dark star shape on them. These indicate buried fossils which respawn every day, and there are always 4 to 5 to find. These fossils can be assessed at the museum and sold for bells. If you're having trouble finding all of the fossils, check behind bushes and furniture. They won't spawn behind trees. Mine rocks. Rocks can only be mined once per day, so it's worth hitting them all up to get valuable iron and gold nuggets. There is also a money rock which gives out bells and bags of bells. If you move fast enough, you can catch up to 16,400 bells. Search for washed up bottles. There is usually a new message in a bottle washed up somewhere on the beach every day. These bottles are a source of potential new DIY recipes. Keep an eye out for balloons. Know that any play session over 5 minutes means that a balloon has spawned somewhere over the sea and is floating towards your island. Keep an eye out for balloons as they can drop valuable bells or even a rare DIY recipe. Interact with visitors and island residents. Interacting with other characters on the island can earn you NOOK challenge points as well as trigger special events. Your neighbors might also give you a gift, especially if you offer them a gift first. Complete NOOK bonus tasks. At any given time, there are 5 bonus tasks listed on your phone. Get in the habit of caching these tasks as soon as they are complete because they will refresh with new tasks that you might perform as a regular part of your day. You might as well get bonuses for them. 5-star island rating. One of the major long-term goals of Animal Crossing is to achieve the 5-star rating for your island. Aside from bragging rights in the Animal Crossing community, this rating unlocks the golden watering can, and at 3 stars you will unlock the awesome character KK Slider. So how do you achieve a 5-star rating? There are several tips. It is the hardest challenge in the game after all. As you unlock major buildings and characters in the game, you might not even be aware that your island is up for evaluation. So how do you get to that stage? Upgrade the resident service tent to a building. Build a campground to help Tom Nook attract more residents to the island. After you pick a spot for the incoming villager, talk to Tom Nook, who will outline his plan to improve your island's star rating. At this point, Isabelle will be your point of contact for island rating issues and will offer her advice. Achieve a better island rating. Isabelle will let you know some of the important features for improving your island rating. These include trees, fencing, absence of garbage and weeds, outdoor furniture, close to the maximum of 10 villagers living on the island, and flowers. These items are not an exact science. For example, there is no magic number of flowers or trees to plant. However, Isabelle will give you tips on what aspects of the above list you should focus on. Your reward. Now, what exactly do you get for getting a 5-star island? A 5-star island rating not only unlocks the golden watering can, but a new type of flower called Lily of the Valley, which can be found near cliffs. It will only grow on islands with a 5-star rating, so if your rating slips, you won't be able to buy or breed any new ones. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you want to see the other how-to videos, you can click the playlist in the description and watch my last video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.